Hi friends, today we are playing in the kitchen, a little bit of sweet experimentation. This is a new recipe inspired by something I saw on Instagram, and I thought I'd give it a try, do a variation of the recipe that I saw and see how it works. So we shall see. It's got really amazing ingredients, so I'm not sure how it will be anything other than bomb. So what are we making? Cacao almond fudge. Really simple ingredients, only 4 or 5 of them, and one is cacao. It's like cacao in every form possible. We've got nibs, we've got powder, we've got butter. So that's 3 ingredients right there. Then we have what we're doing first, which is 15 pitted medjool dates, and then a half a cup of almond butter. And that will be our doughy, fudgy, middle, yummy, creamy, dreamy layer. So we're gonna get that blended up in the trusty Vitamix. So I'm gonna put the dates on bottom, wishfully thinking and hoping and praying that that goes well. And I need my trusty spatula. Got that. I'm gonna put in the almond butter next. Could you use a food processor? Yes, of course. Do I have one? Yes. Do I know which one works better for this particular recipe? No, I told you I've never made it before. So we will see how trusty Viti does. And if she doesn't do well, we'll get the trusty food processor out. Trial by error, friends. It's not just how they figure stuff out in science. It's how we figure stuff out in the kitchen. I think it did okay. Might need another whirl. Dates and almond butter just as a thing themselves, totally to live for. Super good. This looks like pretty awesome doughiness. I will keep going a little bit more in the Vitamix, give it another whirl so that it's a bit smoother, more consistent consistency, if you will. Yes, so that was trusty Vitamix dying. I'm sorry I failed you. I'm so sorry. Okay, maybe I will get the food processor out. As it turned out, the blended almond butters and dates from the Vitamix before she died, or upon her death, was actually quite smooth. I almost didn't bother getting the food processor out, but I did anyway, because I am willing to go that extra mile for y'all. Let's give it a blend. So when you're making this recipe yourself, you know, for step 1, use the food processor. Go straight in. If you don't have a food processor, use your Vitamix. Just know that she might burn out, and that's okay. You just give her a break and she will come back, because that's what Vitamix does. Now this, my friends, looks freaking epic delicious. And what we're gonna do now is scrape every last bit of it, as much as you can, into this wax paper setup I've got here. What I've got is a Pyrex glass dish. I love these glass dishes, they are awesome. And I lined it with wax paper, and I took an embarrassingly long time cutting the wax paper so it would fit in there. but that's the kind of detail-oriented person I am. What can I say? Perfectionism, OCD, channeled appropriately. All right, so we're scooping that in. Of course, it lands on the bit of the container where the wax paper is not, friends. Be careful. Oh my gosh, I've just made a mess of this. But it's wax paper, so it's all good. This is like some serious deliciousness. I can't even tell you. It looks like caramel. In my pre-vegan days, I used to make a lot of caramel, so I know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I am just pressing this down in. Now, to be ultra awesome about it, you could use another sheet of wax paper here and just press it on out. You could even roll it too. You want to be really fancy. Give it a roll. And basically my goal here is that it kind of shape like this dish, because ultimately I want to store it in here. And I want it to be a nice little rectangular presentation vibe. It's kind of like a fudgy bar setup is what I would like this to be. But, you know, we have certain ideas about what we want things to be, and they don't always turn out the way we want them to. Life lessons in the kitchen. Yes. You know, have to work with the energies here and see what this bar being wants to be and help it manifest itself to its true, authentic nature. Can I get a hell yeah? So, it's doing good actually. And again, anytime you're using your hands in the kitchen, this is the loving intention time. The loving intention gesture. Massage your salad, press your bars, put the love in. That's the secret ingredient that everyone forgets. All right, so now I'm just gonna cover this up. I'm gonna show you first, look. Perfection, thank you very much. I'm just gonna tuck these ends on top of it, like so. And got a cute little package there. And I'm gonna put this in the freezer. We are on to stage 2. Hopefully Vitamix has returned and she is with us once again. Ingredients for stage 2 are the Cacao twins. We've got powder and butter. Now, if you've ever made raw chocolate, you've probably used coconut oil. There are lots of little popular recipes going around using coconut oil. What I've got is the butter instead, more of a whole food, not truly an oil. Is it a lot of fat? Yes. Is it a little bit less fat? I think so. Still, for 1 tablespoon of cacao butter, it is 120 calories, and most of those coming from fat and pretty much nothing else. So now this, if you can see there, it's melted. I just put a 1/4 cup in this little container and I stuck it in my dehydrator to melt it down. So it's still raw police. The dehydrator was set at about 110 degrees. I'm dehydrating some crackers. So I was like, that's a great way to melt it. No big deal. Don't have to microwave it. Don't have to use your stove. Don't have to do anything sketchy. Keep it raw, friends, if you want to keep it raw. If you don't care, use your microwave. No big deal. Use your stove. But my body likes everything raw, and I do my best to honor that. And I want every last enzyme and living nutrient that this has to offer me. So, and then I have a 1/4 cup of cacao powder. So really simple, equal ratios: cacao powder, 1/4 cup, cacao butter, 1/4 cup. And we're gonna blend this up into chocolate sauce. So, again, had I been using my brain, probably don't need to even use a blender here. If you've got your cacao butter melted all the way down, just stir it with your cacao powder. Otherwise, you get that butter or the powder blast when you turn on your blender, and you end up with all the freaking powder on the top of your blender, which is annoying in my opinion, but very much a first world problem that I'm not gonna get too excited about here. So scraping everything back down, I will give this another whirl. It smells so good, y'all. It smells like chocolate. Because I mean, what else could it smell like? Cacao butter and cacao powder coming together for the win. Yes, please. Another quick little blend here. You see that on my hands? Chocolate bliss right here. So you want to blend it on high. That'll make sure it melts even more and comes into its more of a liquid form, because that will be more readily spreadable, which is what we want. So this is looking really nice. Now, could you add a sweetener to it? Yes. Could you add some maple syrup, some agave nectar, something like that? Yes. Am I going to? No. Because our filling has 15 dates in it and almond butter, and both of those are very, very sweet and delicious. So I have popped our almond butter date doughy goodness out of the freezer. It's still a little warm. You could leave it in there longer, but no big deal. I'm just gonna pour our beautiful chocolatey goodness on top. Now, if you wanted to, I'm just thinking, you could have made like a little almond flour date crust for the bottom, and that would kind of take it in the direction more of a chocolate caramel torte situation that I'm sure would be amazing. This is gonna be more of a kind of ooey gooey caramel bar is what I'm picking up on energetically as it communicates with me right now. And so I'm just spreading our chocolatey goodness on top. This smells so good. So good. What a treat. Is this an everyday thing? I don't know. Depends on you. If you eat chocolate every day, chocolate bar or something, this would be a great substitution. Make your own. For me, this is not an everyday thing at all. This is more of a special occasion food or a share with your friends and family food, special treat kind of thing. Because I don't normally mix my fats with my sweets for optimal functioning, blood sugar regulation, stuff like that. Kapha friends, be careful with this one because it is a fat and sugar combo. And you of all doshas are going to be the most sensitive. All my friends with diabetes, pre-diabetes, again, be careful with this one. It is the fat sugar combo. But you know, you probably can eat just a little square and be alright. I don't know. Give it a try. Let me know how you feel. So that is spread out very nicely. And to take it to the next and final level, I've got cacao nibs right here. Beautiful texture. Just give it a little sprinkle on top, as if there's not enough chocolate here. And voila, friends. We have ourselves a little treaty treat goodness. I'm gonna put this in the freezer now. Give it some time to set before cutting and plating and taking pictures. And most importantly, sharing it with those that I love. So this is about an hour or two later after being in the freezer. They are beautiful. Look so yummy. Yummy, yummy. Sandy came to check them out. So with these, I will do a taste test. Here it is. Smells chocolatey, blissful, yumminess. So good. Yeah. You're gonna want to make these. Sweet, ooey gooey, chewy. That rhymed. Caramelly. Got that nice bitter chocolatey flavor. I will create a blog with this recipe for you. It's so good. Yum. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you like it, subscribe for more, and yeah, check out a link in the description to the blog post with this recipe and the best way to do it, not my scatterbrained, we're making it up as we go along way to do it. I will write down the optimal way to do it for you. So much love to you. Thanks for watching. Until next time, namaste.